I'm here in my hosta garden on the north and shaded side of my house. Now here's what happens when you have plants in the shade. These are holes from slugs. So our product of the week is my favorite slug bait. This is worry-free slug bait, and it is safe around your kids and pets. It does not have the substance that is so poisonous to dogs and people. It uses an iron-based product to kill the slugs. Here's the cool thing. When the slugs eat the slug bait, you don't see their slimy dead bodies all over the place like you would if you used beer or if you used traditional slug baits or if you tried to salt the slugs. Instead, the slugs eat this slug bait, then they crawl home, kind of turn into little fashion models because they get anorexia and they never eat again. So they crawl home and they starve to death under the rocks. You're never going to see the slugs unless you lift up a rock and you see its skinny little dead body. So it's a much tidier way to get rid of the slugs. Here's a tip though. I like to save these little garden containers. We all have lots of these. Sometimes I use them in the bottom of container gardens for drainage, but I'll sprinkle a little bit of the worry-free slug bait in here. And then I'll put it on its side down underneath the hosta plants. Now, what this does is it keeps the slug bait dry so it doesn't kind of turn moldy, and it attracts the slugs away from the hostas and to the bait. And that's a much better way than just sprinkling it all over the plant material. The other thing is because you really kind of want to use as little of this as possible because it is kind of expensive. Now, here's one of the best tips I've ever heard for controlling slugs. There's 2 important months to bait for slugs. The A months. The month of April, that starts with the letter A, and the month of August, that starts with the letter A. So in Washington, bait for slugs in April and in August, because that's when they're mating, and you're going to really cut down on your slug population. So worry-free slug and snail bait, it is our product of the week.